Hi, I'm Paul Friedman. I'm founder of the Marriage Foundation. I used to be a divorce mediator. I helped a lot of people get a divorce and made a ton of money doing that. But then I had the realization, because someone said, help us save our marriage. We don't want to get a divorce. And so I looked into it and I realized, wow, marriage is so much more than the mainstream makes it out to be. It's so fulfilling. It's so great. And very few people should be suffering in their marriage. It's a matter of education. We're not taught. You should definitely subscribe to the channel so you could learn about marriage, but there's things we didn't learn growing up, like how to master our mind. We didn't learn that we are souls who have a body and have a mind. I mean, at best, we hear that we have a soul, but that's not even how it is. So there's all this confusion. And when it comes to marriage, marriage is intended to be filled with joy, filled with love. You're supposed to be floating. And yes, you're supposed to have plenty of sex if that's what you want. Now, some people say, well, I don't really want it. My wife wants it or my husband wants it, but I'm not really into it. And I can tell you right now, if you love your spouse, then you give them what they want. If they want ice cream, you give them ice cream. If they want sex, you give them sex. What is the big deal? And so, is sex important? I'll tell you what it should be used for. I'll tell you what it should not be used for. There's so much confusion, especially around sex, and it's because of Hollywood and TV as a result, and the movies, because a lot of those people are perverse. I helped a lot of those people. I worked with very famous people who were actors and screenwriters and directors. So I know they're miseducated. The producers especially, they're such perverted people. And so the way they see sex is like recreationally. And they don't get it. They don't understand that you're a soul and you're supposed to connect at the level of a soul and use sex not for recreation because it's so mundane, it wears out, but to connect your hearts. That's what it's for. But we're not taught that. We're not taught how to do that. And so there's a lot of problems. So sex is as important as it is to you and your spouse. And you don't have to be on the same page. If your spouse wants to have sex, then you give them the greatest lovemaking you ever have. And if you want to have sex, but you got to stay away from the recreational sex. You got to avoid the pornography methods of turning on your wife if you're a man, or turning on your husband if you're a woman. You got to lift up your consciousness so you get the benefits of marriage that are intended. They so blow away the physical sex. It's not even close. So, sex is important if it's important to you. There are people who don't have sex in their marriage, totally fine. There are no rules. You see, once you enter your sacred space of marriage, you and your spouse, it's just the two of you. Your whole mission should be to please your wife or your husband, whatever the case may be. And that's where it's at. Subscribe to this channel. I'm Paul Friedman, the founder of the Marriage Foundation. Subscribe to the channel and look at our website. See what you can get. You deserve to have the most amazing marriage ever. You do. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in, and take care.